What's it?
What's going on, y'all? Here with the homie Blaze the God, man. This is
What up?
Hustle
What up? What up? What up? What
Culture.
up?
What's up with that shirt, man?
Man,
Where can I
everyday
get
inspirations. You gotta think greatness, man.
where can I get that shirt, man?
LGCbranding.com, boy.
Um, that's good, man. That's what we're talking about today. We are here to talk about today. The homie Blaze came up with a concept, a subject that we should talk about, and it is execute the plan for success. A lot of people talk about just planning, but you and I both know, Blaze, coming from where we come from, doing the music, everybody got plans, but don't nobody execute, or they don't execute enough.
Yeah.
So execute the plan for success. Blaze, what you got for us today, man? Give me something good, man.
All right. So, we're gonna jump straight into it. We're gonna jump straight into it. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be successful, I've been watching a few videos and learning from people, because I'm starting my business, Legacy Branded, LGCbranded.com. Go ahead and get you a shirt, whatever, you know what I'm
Make
saying?
sure y'all get the merch, man.
I
LGCbranded.com.
I will highly appreciate the support. But you know what I'm saying? On that note though, with me starting my business, I'm trying to figure out ways to, market myself, be better at what I'm doing and everything, as far as my designs and learning the different, areas of what I'm doing, so that way I can be better at what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I'm also applying it to my music. I make beats or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to take things seriously. But one thing that we all have a hard time with is figuring out what it is that we're passionate about. I know my passion. My passion is music, but overall, I'm a creative. I love being creative. So one of the key things Warren Buffett talked about, you know what I mean, because he's one of the people that I look I've been watching, and I've been, aspiring to elevate myself to his level of success, per se.
Yeah. His standard is mindset,
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
pieces of people's mindsets and just applying them to
yeah.
your own methods.
And one of the things he said was find your passion. A lot of people struggle with success because they have yet to find their passion. Fresh, we talked about this plenty of times before. It you work a dead end job, a regular 9 to 5 job, or you work 2 and 3 jobs to feel successful because you get more money coming in, or you're able to buy a house, but you don't never really truly feel successful in the end, because of the simple fact is that you working for somebody else. You're paying you're helping somebody else basically, make millions.
Yep.
Sometimes, you know what I mean, especially like a person like me, I'm a creative. So working for somebody else don't really do anything for me. I don't feel fulfilled. You get what I'm saying? Like,
That's the word right there, bro. Let me take it
yeah,
for a second.
fulfillment.
Um, I've heard the first time I ever heard that word fulfillment was from Tony Robbins. It's about 10 years ago, and he was talking about being totally fulfilled. I want to go, we're gonna kind of bounce all over the place with this one real quick in this little part. The root word of the word passion is suffering. A lot of people, when they hear the word suffering, they don't want to, they look at that in a negative connotation. They don't look at it in a positive. But every single great person, from Michael Phelps to Michael Jordan to Kobe to Serena Williams, uh, Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, they all had some level of suffering. A lot of these people hit rock bottom at some point in their career. A lot of the most wealthiest people on the planet have went flat broke more than one time. It was something I was listening to earlier, man, just digging for research. And Dean Graziosi wrote a lot of books, and he's been on tours with Tony Robbins. And he said he went flat broke twice. And this dude is highly super successful, speaking all over the
Yeah.
world. So for everybody out there that's watching this, when you speak about wanting to be successful at whatever you're doing, make sure you are preparing, because we're going to keep talking about preparation. Make sure you are preparing yourself for the suffering. Whether it's 6 months, it's a year, it's 3 years, 5 years, it's a couple weeks in the gym. Prepare for suffering and put yourself through daily small increments of suffering, so that way you can be ready for the success that comes along with it, man. I just want to take that and give them that, man, because nobody talks about that, Blaze. Everybody think that success is a paved gold ass road. They ain't got to deal with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Another viewpoint, though, you know what I'm saying, that Warren Buffett made. Don't care about what other people think.
Yep.
A lot of times, this goes back to passion. A lot of times we have aspirations, hopes, and dreams, and someone else will come along and tell you, yeah, don't do that. Go do this.
Yeah.
This is more acceptable.
Go to school. Go to school.
This is
graduate.
This is what the normal people are doing. This is what you're supposed to do, or this is what the traditional way of doing things. And sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you got the facts behind you, as long as you know what you're talking about and what you're doing, you can't care about what nobody else thinking. I don't know everything about Legacy Branded, but I know, or not Legacy Branded, but building a clothing line behind, you know what I'm saying, Legacy Branded. I don't know everything about it, but I've learned enough to where I know that this can go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm essentially in the basement with it, or the garage with it. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, when you gather all the information that, you know what I'm saying, you need to gather, you're going to excel. You have to know what you're talking about, but you cannot care what other people think, because that's going to hinder you. Somebody's going to tell you something you're doing wrong, and they have the slightest idea of what they're talking about. They're going to tell you you're doing something wrong and not know nothing about what you're doing. You get what I'm saying?
So something you talked about, man, was one of the last points that I wrote down, covering the whole Warren Buffett video. And two things you talked about that people need to understand is, one, make sure you educating yourself in your field. You want to get yourself to the point where there's 5 to 10 years that you are the most educated person in your field, or as educated as you can be. And the next thing that Blaze was talking about with building his brand is failing forward. Most people do not realize what it means to be a creative. We don't think like majority of people think. We not set up like normal people. We will never be normal. We will never be able to fit into a box. And I don't mean that to try to talk down on people, but if you're not a creative, the way you see the world, because Blaze, you know me, I'm a logical person, but I got a whole creative side. Most people is only one or the other. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to gas myself or nothing like that, but I can see the logical side of shit. But when it comes to people trying to put me in a cookie cutter and say, you need to just go to school, that shit works for you.
It don't work for everybody though.
That shit don't work for me. You know what I'm
saying? And that's the thing that, you know what I'm saying, people fail to realize. You know what I'm saying? You can't box somebody in based off of. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Because, you know, I came across a situation, you know what I mean, and I had a slight petty moment. Right. But, you know, somebody was knocking me for my Legacy brand.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had a petty moment in my heart, but the way I worded it was clever. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I was a little clever with it. But essentially what I said when I made my post was, you know what I mean? You can't judge anybody for what they're doing in their attempts to be successful, or their hopes and dreams and passions, and as long as they're going for it. You can't blame somebody else because A, you didn't try it, you never tried it, or B, you never tried anything that you wanted to do yourself, or C, you failed at what you were trying to do and never got back up to get to try to make it work again. You know what I'm saying? So that goes into, you know what I'm saying, not caring what other people think, because sometimes you gotta keep going and keep moving. I had my moment and I decided to be petty with it, but, you know, shouts out to you. You know who you is.
Gone, dog.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be real though. I just gotta be real. At the end of the day, whatever it is that you're doing,
yep.
If you found your passion, if it's something that you're passionate about doing, and it's something that you love, do it. And then make sure you get the all the proper education behind what it is that you want to do.
Facts.
And go forward with it. Don't care about what nobody else thinks.
Facts.
Don't worry about what the consensus might say in your hometown.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Substance. You know what I'm saying? I'm a paraphrase, but I read one of his interviews. You know what I'm saying? And he's a local artist here around here from where we
Michigan,
from.
Yeah, the whole Michigan, Port Huron area. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Substance 810. He said something that was really 100% profound to me. And like I said, I'm a paraphrase, but you can't worry about your town.
Facts.
When you got a whole world. He said he said he would ask it. He said if he had the opportunity to tell his younger self something that he learned now, he said, I would tell my younger self, don't worry about your town, focus on the world. In other words, your town may support you, they may not support you, but there's millions of people on this earth.
Yeah.
You want to be locally famous or have local success, or you want to change the world?
Yep. And everybody that's watching this have heard the quote. Shout out to the homie Dale Cates. He calling me right now, man. Me and Case, we got to get Cates on the podcast, man, because he be like, bro, I'm waiting for you to. He's trying to do it more in the physical, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm like, bro, we got to get started. You feel me?
Case, whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you're ready to get on the pod,
make sure I send him this, man. Shout out to Case, bro. You already know what time it is, bro. What we got going on. Everybody has heard the quote that you will. How's it go? You will. A stranger will support you more than people in your hometown or people you've known your whole life. Right. You know what I mean? And I think us coming up as creatives with the music, we understand that more and more and more. It's like, man, damn, I get more support from people who don't know me. I'll play music that's not even on streams, and people are like, because they've had conversations with me and they don't even know I do music. So I let them hear the music and it was like, this ain't you. Like, this ain't you. I'm like, where's it at? Where's the song at? Go find the song. You can't find a song on the internet because it's not on the internet yet. And it just blows my mind, man, that we've been dumbed down. And this is for the people out there that's watching this. If you are creative and you're looking for support from the people around you, family members, loved ones, you know, for the women, men, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, your hometown, local, go out and get your marketing budget up, promote yourself, and build your audience outside of your peers. Build your audience outside of your peers.
Facts. So I'm what up?
No, I was gonna say, keep going, bro. What you got, man?
Oh,
you got some more for us,
yeah. So I'm a couple, you know what I'm saying, a couple other notes that I took down from Mr. Warren Buffett himself. You know what I'm saying? And it's because they run in the same realm. He says, always have a competitive advantage.
Facts.
And always be competing.
Yep.
Always have a competitive advantage and always be competing. You have to always be competing. So, in other words, whatever you're doing, even if there's 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 other companies doing the same thing that you're doing, have that one thing that someone else isn't offering. Make yourself stand out. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to make sure that whatever it is you're doing, even if everything else you're doing is the same, have something that's going to set you apart from everybody else. If you're doing inspirational t-shirts, have this one thing that's going to set you apart. That's going to set you, because there's hundreds of inspirational lines out there. There's hundreds of inspirational brands out there that are doing great things. But have one thing that you can stand on and you can say, yeah, they might be doing the same thing I'm doing, but they're not doing it like I'm doing it. And then always
competitive.
What's that?
Having a competitive advantage is something that when I listen to what Warren Buffett talked about, this is the second book now that I've listened to from Tim Grover, who is the trainer of Michael Jordan, not only Michael Jordan, but Kobe Bryant, Charles Barkley, Dwayne Wade, and among other great athletes. He said that Michael and Kobe, Kobe until he was gone, they was always in competition. always pushing to see who was the greatest. Like keeping a competitive edge, man, is by far. Like I recommend this book. I'm listening to this book. I'm halfway through it. I got it a couple of days ago. I would recommend this book to anybody, man. If you really want to be successful at what you're doing, you need to understand what the laws, what the rules are, what the principles are to your success. And this book is going to give them to you, like flat out. If I could get rid of every book I've ever read, ever listened to, facts, it would be this book because he lay it out.
And that takes me right to the next point.
Go ahead.
Warren Buffett said, read.
Yeah.
Expand your mind.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day, even if you put an hour in or 2 hours in. Warren Buffett crazy. That man put in 5 to 6 hours of reading every day. He said he read about 5 newspapers in a book or two in a day. I'm not a big reader. I ain't gonna hold you up.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? Even if you got to go get audiobooks.
Facts.
Audiobooks. Even if you're not in the books, absorb some information. So I'm a YouTube head. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on YouTube. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I watching tutorials, watching inspirationals. I'm always absorbing. You know what I'm saying? Especially as of lately, I have to. You know what I mean? Because I have to make sure that I keep my mind sharp. I keep my mind focused, and I gotta stay in this pocket. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be successful, the most successful people are always willing to learn. The most successful people are always learning and still learning.
Listen, look at Trey Blaze's shirt, right? It says greatness. The highest level of every class, they consider them champions. Even if it's like an Oprah Winfrey, they're like champions. Those people are willing to do things that, and this is in this book, the champions are willing to go to a level that normal people and average and regular people in the middle are not willing to go to. They're willing to put in more hours. Kobe Bryant was willing to put in more hours. When he missed a shot in the game, he was like, he would go back and read or go back and watch the video over and over and over. Like what was going on around him at that moment? Where was the ball at? These are all the things that he's talking about in this book. These are the champions. And this is the state of mind of greatness.
Yeah.
Continue to look at that t-shirt on Blaze, because if you really want to get to it, man, you got to be willing to do shit that other people ain't willing to do.
Another note was model success. Model your success.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, find somebody who's more successful than you are.
Yeah.
And model their success. Mm-hmm. Learn what it is that they did. Learn how they move. Learn how they got to where they got. You know what I'm saying? Break down their characteristic traits and their mindset and everything. Like find somebody that is successful and learn from them. Even if you can't reach them, you know, face to face, hand to hand, or, you know, saying even be in the same presence. If you jump on the YouTube and watch all their videos and learn how they think, if you want to be successful like that person, you have to study that person. Understand what it was that made them successful. You can take and break down their success and start creating your own success. You know what I'm saying? And before I jump into the Elon Musk and some of the things that he talked about as far as how to build or be successful or plan for success, Warren Buffett's last thing that he said was schedule around your personality. Yep. This is important because when trying to be successful, sometimes we feel like we are all over the place. We got 15 million different things that we're doing.
Yeah. Work,
school, family life, trying to build a business, trying to do this on the side, community relations, you want to give back, and you're breaking yourself down and you're all over the place. One of the things he said was you have to schedule around your personality. So you know who you are, you know how you are, you know how you operate and how you work. So start building a schedule based on how you work. Okay, I know in the morning time, I got to get up, eat, shave, shower, and then I'll go read a book for an hour. Then by 12 o'clock, I'm eating lunch. And then 1 o'clock, I gotta get ready to go to work. And then I get out of work. When I get out of work, you gotta start breaking that stuff down in times, you know what I'm saying? Schedule it. Which leads me to Elon Musk. Elon Musk, this is very important to me because it's something that I have to learn how to do. It's time management. Now, Elon Musk is one of those people it's called what's it called? Block scheduling or block planning. Block planning.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what he does is he sets
blocks of time. What do you mean?
Yeah, blocks of time. He sets blocks of time. So he will schedule, say, tomorrow I have XYZ to do. I'm going to set amount of time for each thing. So for me, for an example, I have to wake up, get myself ready, eat, all of that stuff. By 10 o'clock, I want to come into my office. I want to study or listen to an ebook or read or something like that. I'm going to give myself about a 2-hour time slot. So from 10 to 12, this is what I'm doing. And then from 12, I want to have lunch. 12:30, I want to be done with lunch. At 12:30, I want to come in here and I want to start working on my clothing line. I want to start creating designs. This is just for tomorrow. Let's just say this is for tomorrow. Right. So by 12:30, I'm going to come in here and start working on designs. I want to give myself at least a 2.5, 3 hour window. So I'm going to say from 12:30 to 3:30, I want to be creating designs. After I get done creating designs from 3:30, I want to start working on my website, make sure everything is up to date and good on my website, make sure all of my merch is being sent out, make sure all my orders are being fulfilled, and all of that stuff like that on the back end side of business. Then after I'm done with that, let's say from 6 to 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, let's say 3 hours to work on some music. From 6 to 9 o'clock, I want to be making at least 5 beats. You got to give yourself, schedule, break down your time. And if you got other things that you need to pencil in between there, you have to write those down in blocks. So that way you stay organized and you keep on with the road, but you have to be able to manage your time. If that makes sense to you.
LGCbranded.com, legacy branded, y'all. This is our commercial break.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Blaze the God, man. Y'all make sure y'all come to the website. I'm gonna make sure I try to include the website link. Look beneath these videos. If I forget, don't kill me, Blaze. LGCbranded.com. I have included the link beneath some of the other videos on the YouTube channel. So make sure y'all go beneath these videos and get y'all some merch, man. Come check out the website, get y'all tea. And y'all can just come straight here, boom, put in y'all orders just like
Go up though. Go up.
You said what?
Go up. Scroll up.
Go up. This is the one I want right here. This is the one I want right here.
Yeah, scroll up though.
What you got?
Man, not all the way to the top, bro. Man, you can't.
You trying to
see that right there? Trader line. That's my favorite one.
You said that's what?
Trader line. That's my favorite one.
This one?
Yeah, because it's just simple. It's simple.
Also harder. Let's see, Brandon. This is simple, nigga.
Yeah, it's simple.
No, this one right here. This the matter of fact, I was on some bullshit. This the one I want. That's cold. I fuck with that one right there. Man, I like the red too, though, but the red, I always did red though.
Let me. He indecisive. He don't know what he wants.
I got me one. Then you want to come out with some more, print up some more mock-ups or shit right after I get done. I said, man, I should have just waited, nigga.
That's all right. Hey. Give me a little bit more time. I might have some more to you. I'm making man. Trust me. And I'm waiting on my designer to finish my female version, because I got a female line coming too for the crop tops.
For the people out there, extending off what Blaze was just talking about, make sure y'all scheduling daily, weekly, and monthly. Most people have in Blaze, and most people now don't have New Year's resolutions no more. At least the smart people.
Nah.
At your resolution, we need to resolve daily. I heard this from Tony Robbins. He said we need to, and I heard this 6 years ago. I was like, I'm done with Like, what the fuck do we have New Year's resolutions when most people don't complete them anyways? He said you need to resolve every single day. So every day you need to be having, what is your schedule for today? What is your plans for daily plans, weekly plans, monthly plans?
See, I never believed in New Year's resolutions, man.
I did.
As much as I,
it's been about 10 years. It's been about 10 years.
As much as I tried to go with the rest of the crowd and do New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. See, so I know me though. I know myself. I know how I am.
Right.
Bro, I'm not about to sit here and tell you, oh, my New Year's resolution is, and I can't give you 100% my word that that's what's going to be.
This right here, I just put this on my phone the other day. This is an app that most people need to get. We're just giving y'all some things, man, that can help y'all. This is
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
What you got?
Hey, to all y'all watching, y'all see my man with the Galaxy S7, right? Tell him
this ain't no S7. It's an S9.
Oh, it's the 9.
Yeah, you always trying to don't try to dog me like that. Shout out to Fashion, man. Fashion been on my head to get the damn like, bro, you just going to get the iPhone, man. Shout out to Fashion, man. I'll be like, bro, I'm gonna get one.
Don't get the iPhone.
I am, man. No, well, you said that what's the name is fading, man.
I said what?
You said that what's the thing?
Hold on, folks. Hold on.
The meetup thing. What they call it, the meetup thing on iPhone. On iPhone got it. The meetup shit. What's it called?
Oh, Clubhouse?
Clubhouse. You said Clubhouse is fading. I really don't hear that's talking about it no more. But
I don't hear nobody talk about Clubhouse no more.
That's why I wanted to get the iPhone.
It's still okay. It's still active.
Yeah,
but it's not the hype that it was before. You know what I'm saying?
So the hype that died down. They realized it wasn't what it was.
I thought TikTok would die out before Clubhouse did. Mm-hmm. No, TikTok is still going. It's going better than Vine, it's Vine, baby.
That's some Asian shit though, right? TikTok is from.
I have no idea, brother. Don't give me the line.
Make sure y'all get y'all a scheduler, put it on your phone. Like I said, I got the audio books on my phone. I listen to them no matter where I'm at, man. Early in the morning, afternoon, it don't matter, man. Like shit. When you shower and
get this book.
Huh?
No, I was just
don't try to DMX me, nigga. I heard you. I see a little jokes and little sideline and shit.
Hey, no, I was just having flashbacks from the conversation. Was it yesterday? I'm telling you, need to get you this book.
No, y'all really need to get this book, man. He trying to make it. He trying to make it seem like this shit right here, like this book right here. This book right here will have you feeling like when it comes to your road to success, man, you got to close a lot of people out. You know what I mean? I don't want to say fuck everybody, but that's basically what the same thing you're talking about with Warren Buffett's. All great people understand that you got to isolate yourself, and your inner circle is your inner circle. That don't mean you don't listen to your inner circle. That means everybody on the outside, they're on the fucking outside. They're a distraction. If they're not sitting at the table, Trey Blaze is at the table. When me and Cash have a conversation, that brother's seated at the table. There's very few people that when it comes to our visions, I give my ear. I learn to isolate myself and close myself off from a lot of people because they're distractions. If they're not headed in the direction of where you're going or propelling you towards your direction, they're a fucking distraction. Get rid of them. That's what this book will tell you, man. It will definitely be a good formula, a good blueprint on how you should live your life when it comes to the legacy.
You definitely need to get yourself around some people that's like me and Fresh was talking a few days ago. You definitely have to get yourself around people, even if they're not going in the same direction as you, as long as they believe in what you're doing, right. They want to see you be successful at what you're doing, right. And they're pushing you. Those are the ones that you need to be around. If you're around a bunch of people that ain't into what you're doing and don't care about what you're doing, mm-hmm. You need to remove yourself from them because they're not going to do anything to slow you down and hinder you up. They have to be able to believe in what you're doing.
Add to what you're saying. Think about how many people 10 years ago that was around us. You're going to lose people along the way too. That don't mean you don't love them. That's people getting out of the car on your road, on your journey.
Always.
And that shit, that was painful for me because I was just like, damn, the people. I remember when it was me and two other brothers from South Park, man. We had the Cash Gang. You remember, just take you all the way back to Cash Gang. And when I realized, like, damn, my level of passion from theirs was completely different. I wanted them to come on the whole journey with me, but people don't have the vision. They got their own life. Or you know what I mean?
I mean, even if they, and that's the thing, even if, and I'm only saying it because I want to clarify it. You don't have to have the same vision as your partner next to you. Y'all don't have to have the same dreams and same aspirations, but as long as you can see his vision clear and he can see your vision clear, and this is your dog, and y'all rocking together.
Facts.
He gonna move to help propel you further, and you're gonna do the same thing for him. Like, it's gonna be a give and take. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being around people who want the same thing. Success should be the ultimate goal between, you know what I'm saying, any group of people, friends, family members, circle, whatever y'all doing. If y'all interacting like that, especially business-wise, success should be the ultimate goal, but y'all have to be able to believe in each other's dreams and see in each other's dreams and help push that forward. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. Even in relationships, if that person don't see you being anything other than
facts,
what they want you to be, or anything, like, that's not a situation you need to be in.
Facts.
You need to remove yourself, because all they're going to do is hinder you, because all they're focused on is what they got going on,
right,
or what they want you to be.
Facts.
They're not worried about you.
No, facts. Adding to what you were saying, I just, along the way, Doug, you got to really want it. You know what I mean? You know who really want it versus who just talking or have ideas. There's a lot of people that do a lot of talking, man, but they ain't gonna really run the marathon. And for everybody, it's different. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I looked at it. I've talked to a lot of people, man. I realized it was just talk. They really didn't want to do what they was set out to do. They began doing it. It was an idea. It's a hobby. They're emotional about it, but they not gonna run. See, let me break it down to you like this. This right here, I never see a day that Frankie did this for emotions, and in a year, if it's not working, he done with the website. No, agree or disagree?
That ain't gonna happen.
Okay, that's what happened with a lot of people with the music. It was an emotional thing. Whew. And I just got to take it for what it is.
I've been there. I done did that plenty of times. Listen, look.
Rest in peace to Brenda, man. Rest in peace to my baby Brenda.
Yeah. R.I.P. Mama. Love you, Mama. That's the thing, though, bro. It's like, I've been down that road, especially with the music thing.
Yeah.
I done got discouraged by so many people. This is the thing. People don't realize. I done had people hit me off the beach.
Yeah.
Multiple times and say, hey, yo, we need to work together. I got bread. Oh, you talking money? Of course, that's gonna be my.
Yeah. Everybody ready. Let's go.
My motivation.
Let's go.
You got money? You ready? I bet. Give me your number. And then I either A, never receive a phone call from you, so you really weren't ready, or you didn't have the money like you said you had. Yeah. Or B, you telling me you got money, you telling me you got $15 in your pocket and you want to buy a beat for $15. Like, we could work something out, but and then a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, and I just had this conversation. This is one of the things that I had to learn, right? Was like dealing with artists, I charge them for the beat, and then I'd be like, oh, why they ain't do nothing with the beat? I'm mad. I had to realize, I recently had to realize, like, you can't get mad. Once they pay you for your job is done. You can't get mad.
It's over.
You know what I'm saying? So whether they do something with the beat or not,
they take that motherfucker outside, go piss on the CD. Remember we had the CDs?
Bro.
And used to print the beats on the CDs.
Let my Tron be.
Let my Tron be. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Hey, but listen.
It's like, 07. Damn.
No, Let My Tron beat ain't that old, bro.
Bullshit. No. Yeah, you're right. 2008, 9.
Let My Tron beat. It's like 9 to 10 between 2009.
You had a better memory than me.
Yeah. No, because my daughter was born in 2008. That's the only reason why I remember.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like this, though. I gave up a lot on the music thing because I was, first of all, I was worried about the wrong things. I'm going to be 100% real. I I was worried about what other people were doing with something with that after they paid me for what I was doing. I shouldn't have been worried about that. Number two, you know what I'm saying? I always care what other people think. So if I didn't get a sale or something like that, I'm like, oh, did they not? If they're not fucking with me, they don't like my beats. What's going on? What?
Right.
I had to train myself not to do that. Nah, I just don't care. Now I'm gonna make beats for the hell of it because that's what I love to do. And if they pop, they pop. If they don't, they don't. So what? I'm still be making beats. I might even start a YouTube channel on y'all asses.
You said you was gonna do it. You said you was gonna do it.
I'm thinking heavy about it, bro. Just cause like if I for me, I know that if I put myself out there, it's gonna force me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause now I didn't already started, so now everybody gonna be looking at me like, what's up with it? So it's like the legacy brand that I talked about that, and now I'm putting it out there. I can't let that die out, even if a year from now it don't go the way I wanted to go.
You got to find a different way to push it. Failing forward.
A different way to push it, a different, you know what I'm saying, marketing strategy, a different. I might have to have a hire me team or get a whole new team or however it go. Yeah. I ain't gonna let it die because legacy branded means so much more to me, you know what I'm saying, than just you know what I'm saying, like a little trial and error. Let me see if I could do something. If not, oh well, I'll move on to the next thing.
Can you give them where'd you get the name Legacy Branded? Like where did the idea come from, man? You can give them a little bit.
No, I mean I don't mind talking about it. Legacy Branded. Okay, so I'm the third, you know what I'm saying? My government name is named after my grandfather. For those who know me, know my name. Yeah. I ain't gotta go on all that.
Facts.
But Legacy Branded, my grandfather is the greatest man alive, or he was the greatest man alive, greatest man that ever lived to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he gave birth to my father in turn, or he didn't give birth to my father, but he helped create my father. In turn, my father helped create me. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the third, you know what I'm saying? So I'm 3 generations of my grandfather's namesake.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my grandmother was the prayer warrior. And my grandfather was the pillar. He's the one that held everything together. You get what I'm saying? Like my grandfather is my grandfather was everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he's my Superman. You get what I'm saying? And
facts.
When he passed away, you know what I mean? One of the things that I kept thinking about was, you know what I'm saying, like me carrying his name and his legacy. My grandfather is a very, very well-known man around my town, you know what I mean? As far as, especially like in the church community, everybody know Pops. And he was just a loving, caring, good man, hardworking man, and bust his tail and did everything that he could do, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that his family was taken care of, you know what I mean? Like he's taking family in, you know, into his home. And my granny and grandfather adopted people that weren't even their own kids. And they call them my grandparent. I literally got aunts and uncles that ain't even my blood and uncles, but they my aunt and uncles. You know what I'm saying? Like, so legacy. It's just for legacy. me. I want to build on that name and make that name make my version of the name be just as great as the legacy that he left behind.
That's what's up, man. And for the people out there, and we're talking about executing the plan for success, this is his why. His grandfather, that generation, what they instilled in him, the family, you know what I mean, the traditions, the cooking at home. Like, I've been over there. I done ate that plate. Man, I done ate that plate.
I miss my granny's candy yams. Y'all ain't never had no lemon candy yams ever in y'all life. Don't tell me y'all had, because my granny, man, I swear, man, my granny made
that plate to change your life.
And the macaroni and cheese and the dressing, and my granddad was the grill master, man. Grill master. Shout out to Mac, D-Mac. Shout out to D-Mac. Shout out to my Uncle Dion. You know what I'm saying? Because they learned, I don't know how they picked it up, but they knew what that man did. Man, they could cook.
Execute the plan for success in a world where the majority of people play it safe from paycheck to paycheck and doing nothing beyond the norm. This is something I heard from Dean Graziosi today. They will put creators or people that have a greater vision, or they don't work, their brains don't operate normal. They will try to put you in a cookie cutter, put you in the box of normal society. Every single day when you wake up, if you feel like you were chosen one, don't play it safe. I'm not saying don't work your job and don't take care of your bills and don't take care of your responsibilities. That's not what I'm saying. Continue to push beyond the norm. Continue to push beyond the normalities, man, because this world will try to dumb you the fuck down. Blaze, tell me you feeling that, bro.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I want to add to that too is you know what I mean? There's never a reason why you can't do anything. Never make excuses, make a way. Never make excuses.
I posted something like that. You either gonna find an excuse or you gonna find a way. Some shit like that I posted a couple weeks back.
Yeah, I mean, but that
it's real shit.
Is key. You know what I mean? Like even to touch on, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know, not working your job or whatever. If you feel like you have to quit your job. But make a way.
Yeah,
make a way.
You've been there. Yeah, you've been
make a way. Make a way. It don't listen, it don't matter. If you can quit your job and still find a way to make sure you take care of your bills and your household and your family and everything that needs to be taken care of for you to make a living while you work on your dreams, don't let nobody tell you that you're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta continue going. Make a way. If you have an opportunity to take it and you don't take it, you've missed every opportunity and chance that you have, and all you're gonna be doing is making excuses.
Once you make the decision to go after your success, you got to realize people gonna doubt you. People gonna talk shit about you. People gonna talk shit about you. Jay-Z said it best. They want to project their fears off onto you. You got to close the door behind you, because you're either going to be lukewarm, you're gonna stand on the fence, or you gonna be quote unquote what they would consider insane, or what's the word? They always talk about it with David Goggins. He too obsessed. He too obsessed. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody should believe in legacy branded more than Frankie. If you're not talking about legacy branded every fucking day, you're not really all the way committed to the shit.
And honestly, I don't want nobody talking about legacy branded more than me, because legacy branded is me. That's mine. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? And if I ain't talking about it as much as if somebody else is talking about it and believing in it more than me,
you ain't totally sold.
There's an issue.
Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sold into what I'm supposed to be doing. And I talk legacy branded every day. Every day, I'm on my. I got all the apps. I got all the emails. I got everything. I'm on my phone. If I ain't in my computer, I'm on the phone. If I ain't talking to this brother right here about legacy branding, we might be talking about everything else. But somehow, one way or another, I'm coming back to legacy branding.
Yeah,
because I got to talk about it.
What he working on? How many days I done been? The bro, what you doing? He called me. Then he in the computer. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Oh, I'm just working on the shirts and shit. I'm just doing this.
Is all this shit?
Blaze, you did all this yourself, correct? My bad. I ain't trying to cut you off. You did all this shit.
Yeah. No help.
All this whole website, everything you see, Trey Blaze.
The whole website, all the shirt designs and everything. Like, the lion. I had somebody. I paid somebody to create the lion for me.
But you put it on the shirt yourself.
Yeah, I put it on the shirt myself. I gave the artist the idea of what I wanted. I broke down the idea of what I want, and he executed it for me. That's another thing too, right? You wanna be a boss. You wanna hire the right people to do the jobs for you too. If you want to be successful, make sure you hire the right people to do your job, to do the job that you need them to do. Not do your job, but do the job you need them to do.
And I've heard that time and time again. They said you want to find experts who are better in a certain area than you are, so that way you can get leverage. You can free up some of your time.
If you find somebody who can handle a particular task that you need done, that's going to free up your time to focus on other things, so that you don't have to worry about juggling all these different hats. All the other shirts you see on the website that Fresh has put up right now, I came up with all those designs by myself. the lion, I didn't draw the lion. I didn't, run the lion through Illustrator or anything like that. But I pretty much gave him every detail and every idea. Shout out to my designer. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. And we got some more stuff we're working on. But
I want this motherfucker right here. That's the next one I'm gonna get.
I'm working on keeping everything like pretty much simple. I ain't trying to go crazy with them. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have my stuff looking good.
Two things that will help you propel to your success: stubborn/relentless on your vision and flexible on the details. I heard this from somebody. It says that you are going to be wrong, right? Blaze got all these layouts and shit for Legacy Brandon. We're just using him as an example. Whatever you're doing, some of your preconceived notions might not be right in the future. So they say, be stubborn and relentless on the vision, but be flexible with the details. Every time you're making those mistakes, right? Just be flexible enough to make the changes along the way.
Yeah, and even with Legacy Brandon, right? I got a couple designs that I ain't gonna show. I won't show. Because they're garbage.
Right.
But I had to take notes, you know what I'm saying, on what people liked and what people didn't like. You're gonna run into a bunch of stuff that don't work until you get to something that does work. And even now, I'm still in trial and error. Luckily for me, the consensus of the people that I've dealt with, that I've brought my stuff to, they like them. You get what I'm saying? So all I can do is grow from there. I see where they're at. I see what they like. I'm gauging, you know what I'm saying, my target market, you know what I'm saying, the audience, and I'm figuring out what they like and what they don't like. But you always gonna be in that loop. But as long as you got the right person to help you with that, it's gonna be uphill from there. Not saying you ain't gonna have no battles, and no fights, but what you got next? What you got next, brother?
Good brother. For the people out there, man, I heard this from Denzel. This will forever live in my soul. The fact that it's already in your heart and in your soul means that was like God's message to you sent beforehand. That is for you. Blaze has to continue to wake up every single day and move this brand forward in life, because the fact, this is like God already saying this is something you were supposed to do. But if Blaze lets people's doubts become his doubts, and people, you know what I mean, if something happens around him, you know what I mean, God forbid something happened to somebody we love, that none of those things can stop him from pushing this brand forward. He has to continue through everything we go through, continue to push your vision, continue to push your dream.
Yeah. And that falls right in line with what Warren Buffett said. You know what I'm saying? You can't care what other people think.
Right.
You got to keep propelling, to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Long as them wheels is turning and you got gas in that motor or in that tank, keep going.
Keep pushing. Make sure y'all get this book. Blaze, if you got any last closing things, I got one more thing. I want to give you the floor. I want to close with this because they really need to hear this. You got anything else that you took away from the greats?
I mean, I'll just say this, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're, anything that you're trying to do in life to be successful, you're obviously trying to build your legacy. So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. What you leave behind on this earth is what people are going to remember you by and what they're going to take from you before you go. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you stay focused, stay strong, plant your feet in the ground, and don't budge on what it is that you're trying to do. I ain't saying go do nothing stupid, but you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you whatever it is that you're passionate about, make sure you go get your information right. You know what I'm saying? And work all the details out, but stay in it, stay with it. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna tell you not to do it. They're gonna tell you your idea is stupid. They're gonna tell you how many other people are already doing it. None of that matters. It don't matter who's doing it first. It doesn't matter who's doing it last, as long as you in the game and you're doing it different.
The last closing thing, and I want to send a shout out to my brother Blaze the God again. Trey Blaze, I appreciate you, good brother, because He was like, bro, we need to do a subject on preparing for success.
Now, mind you, this is something that we are learning as we go. So, you know what I'm saying? We by far pros at it.
Right. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? We are giving y'all the game as we learning it. And some people would tell you, you got to be an expert. Blaze got to already have done $1 million with his brand before he can speak on this. Says who? Says who? Shout out to everybody that told us to stop being dreamers, because it's people like y'all. They're the dream killers. Never let the fucking dream killers stop your dreams. This video is for each and every one of you dream killers, because people, we ain't even gonna go there. All right. Make sure y'all continue to execute the plan for success, dog, because I get, you know how I get, bro. I'll get to going up on the tangent, like, come back to planet Earth, fresh. Come back to planet.
Yeah, man, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
No, because I'm ready to go off on these motherfuckers, dog.
Nah, look.
Too many dream killers, bro.
There's always go. But see, but that goes back to what we was just saying.
Yeah.
Don't care what other people think.
You're right. But when you, this is the thing. A lot of dudes that's got dreams, that person is laying next to you every night. And I'm not throwing no subliminals out there. I'm saying, when we say don't give a fuck what people think, these are the same people that you think really love you.
Yeah.
But they don't care about your happiness. Go ahead. Oh, okay. So, okay.
Go ahead.
Let's close this motherfucker up. Okay. In today's era, I'm gonna close with this. In today's era, today's society, everybody, we have social media. Everybody got a motherfucking idea. It's a billion, trillion, gazillion ideas. Every day there's over another billion ideas that flood social media. We do not need more ideas, y'all. We need execution on that idea or one idea. Trey Blaze can be a beat maker. He could be a videographer. He can write songs. He can do legacy branded. Which one will he execute on? Which one makes the most sense? So for everybody out there, stop coming up with a million motherfucking ideas, because I'm a brain person. I'm a logical part. My brain never shuts off, y'all. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm up. We don't need more ideas. Fuck your ideas.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna do all of them though.
You gotta execute on a legacy though first. You feel me?
Hey, execution is already there now. You know what I'm saying? You can call me the executioner. I'm about to start chopping off the heads of everything. If
you chopping the heads off of everything, I got my money for the beat. So I'll put you on blast right on the podcast, nigga. Straight like that. I told the motherfucker for the last couple of days, I need this type of beat. I need this type of beat. He's like, I got you. The way he said it though, so you gotta listen to the tone, motherfucker. You can't get shit that bad. I got you. Okay.
Nah, see, but you can't listen to tone. You can't listen to my tone when I'm doing 5 things at once.
Good
so
cash.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm also working on legacy branding.
Good cash.
You listen to my tone there.
Good cash. Good cash. Chime in, motherfucker. Chime in. It's good cash.
He put a chime card on.
The chime card on that bit. Hey, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Shout out to the homie Blaze the God. We got some more stuff coming for y'all. This is Hustle Culture. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go check out the merch. Get some merch, man. Get some merch.
Don't call it merch. It's a brand. Go get a shirt. It's not merch.
So when you come out with the other shit that we talked about too, is that not merch? What is that?
It depends on how you want to carry it. If it's going along with what you doing with something else, then yeah, that's considered merch, because that's kind of
we do this shit all day. This is how we go at it all day. We be in the studio arguing. We supposed to be recording a goddamn song.
You got one brand that's representing. You got one thing that's representing another brand. So like for an example, right? So let's just say, you know what I'm saying, I got a Blaze on the beat, and then I do a Blaze on the beat shirt. That's merch, because I'm selling Blaze on the beat, but I'm putting it on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm doing merchandise for brand. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing merchandise for that. You know what I'm saying? With the like if you go to the Tigers game and you get Tiger.
So Wiz Khalifa will have merchandise. Wiz Khalifa shirts.
Wiz Khalifa is merchandise. Yes. Now, if he came up with a whole fucking line like, yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is Taylor Khalifa gang. Wear, yeah, Taylor Gang apparel. Then now he doing the whole fucking. I mean, but even Taylor Gang, depending on what he doing with it, could be a merch too. But if he doing like an apparel, if he doing like a whole line, a whole clothing line, he plan on doing a whole clothing line. That's a line. That's a clothing line. Merch is like when you selling something that, like Tiger. You go to the Tiger Stadium game and you buy a Tigers. That's merch. The Tigers ain't got no clothing line. They ain't got no clothing line.
I got you. Legacy Branded. Make sure y'all go to the website, lgcbranded.com, man. Shout out to
put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name. Make sure y'all go get this book, man. Get the audio book. I recommend you get the audio because you're gonna get some shit in that audio. You might not read, it's gonna be different, man. Listen to the audio. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all. Hustle Culture, and come follow us on the Facebook page as well, y'all. Links will be below or around this video.
Yeah.
We got some more shit coming. I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Hustle Culture. Peace, peace, peace.